myself to talk to you, but I'm going to try not to cry. This project means so much to me, and I'm just grateful for you all to be here and see it in all its glory before these kids get to really experience it and use it. So it's still perfect and pretty for you today. A wise leader once told me, when you do the right thing at the right time, for the right reasons, good things happen. And that's what happens here every single day at NARMC. And it is my job to get to show it to you all every so often, but it happens every single day. And we believe that that's true because of the fearless leader behind me who would prefer to be behind me at all times. But she is the reason why we all believe we can do things like this. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Miss Sammy Cribs Robertson to the mic.
Wow, guys. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for sharing the most valuable thing you have to offer us, and that's your time. You came here today for the grand reveal and ribbon cutting on our Pediatric Sensory Gym. We are thrilled to share this space with our families, our kiddos, and the community that we serve. Wow, what a day. It's a little tight in here, a little cozy, it's okay. Words can hardly capture how meaningful this is. Today is not just about a new service or a new space. It's about changing lives and improving outcomes. Behind these doors, remarkable things have happened, are happening, and will continue to happen. As you look around this room, you see NARMC badges. You see the heroes. You see the kiddos. You see the future. You see parents and community leaders. You see the support. Nothing in healthcare happens in isolation. And today we celebrate everything and everyone who makes this magic happen. If you are here today, you are part of this story. Every person here knows there's nothing more precious than a child. We want to embrace every opportunity to support these children, their parents, and their families. We've all heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Anybody heard that? All of us. How many of us believe it? We all do. Well, welcome to our village. Our hearts are overflowing with gratitude for the community response, the individual gifts, and the dedication that made this sensory gym possible. Great things don't happen by accident. From the start, this project was intentional. We recognized a need and we responded. It wasn't without challenges, and we all know the financial headwinds that are hitting healthcare today. They're real, but they didn't stop us. Our community rallied, embraced the vision, and today this vision is a reality. So why does it matter? The CDC tells us that 1 in 6 children will need some type of therapy, whether it be physical, speech, or occupational therapy, and they have a developmental disability which may benefit from early intervention. And the research is clear. The earlier and more consistent the therapy, the greater the improvement of function. We are here to take care of the kids in our community. We're building the future. And it's not just about the child. It's about supporting the parents too. Children thrive when they are cared for, supported, and loved. That's what this gym represents. Community support has been unbelievable. Kiwanis Club of Harrison has joined in the vision. Mary Burleson's mural is more than art. It's now therapy. Estes Hardware and Miller True Value helped provide materials. The NARMC Foundation carried the torch, ensuring we had the resources available to bring this to life. And the space was built with an individualized approach at every step. As this design unfolds, our therapists ask, what does this child need? How can this piece of equipment help another child advance? How can we make this idea even better? Where does this piece of equipment need to go? The placement of the rock wall handles has been quite the discussion. The types of swings, the layout of the gym, each decision reflects collaboration, compassion, and a relentless focus on the children we serve. What you are stepping into today is a masterpiece of innovation, intentionality, and true love. Let me also thank our engineering team. They often work behind the scenes, but today they deserve the spotlight. John Summers is hiding in the back. I saw you. Is our Director of Engineering, with phenomenal craftsmanship from Mike Bartlett and the dedication of Tim Flippo, Jeff Fisher, Robert Starnes, Scott Lovelace, Dean Breedlove, Jason Merrill, Tim Richardson, and Scott Burton. You made this dream a reality. And Danielle, I know you thought you had escaped, but not quite. Danielle added personal touches with painting the mountains, and her team has made this celebration top-notch. A special thank you to Danielle House, Jamie Elliott, Savannah Price, Rebecca Lovell, and Dan Dillard. The NARMC Board of Directors has truly set the expectation, and we want to thank each one of them for their vision, their dedication, their commitment, and their service. Chairman Kirk Campbell, Vice Chairman Ken Milburn, Secretary David O'Neill, Treasurer Larry Phillips, Sherry Billings, Ryan Cawhorn, Dr. Brett Rawson, and Dr. Ross Halstead. Thank you for your leadership. It doesn't go unnoticed. And the NARMC administrative team, Dr. Josh Bright, Donna Bain, and Andrea Smith. Thank you for never accepting good enough. Because of you, we keep pushing forward each day. Thank you to all of our incredible medical staff who put pediatric care as a priority each day. We are so thankful for your leadership and guidance. Just another great example of working together is the work that has been done in our community through partnership with UAMS and the statewide practice of interdisciplinary clinical evaluation. These kiddos now have access to a sensory gym. We're not just focused on diagnosing. We're doing everything we can to make life better. Great things just keep happening. If your heart feels full and it feels happy, mine is too. I don't want to miss a very important piece of this item. That's our parents. The parents who are caring for the future generations and navigating complex systems to access every resource available to achieve the absolute best for their kids. Thank you for allowing NARMC to be part of this journey with you. You're trusting us with the most important piece of life that you have, and that's your child. We are honored to be part of your journey. Individual care matters, and no one cares for your community like you do. Dr. Brittany Martin continues to do just that. Dr. Martin is our Therapy Services Director, began her journey at NARMC in 2014, and advanced into the Director's role in 2018. As I have worked beside Brittany and watched this project transform, she has poured her passion and her energy into leading her teams and inspiring their hearts. Today, she leads a thriving department that has seen volume double in 3 years and grown a team of more than 25 members with new ones on the way. These individuals are incredibly talented in their profession, but greater than their knowledge is their heart. They're simply the best. I believe that wholeheartedly. We have a remarkable team here at NARMC. And with that, it is my honor to turn this over to Dr. Brittany Martin, whose leadership, vision, and compassion have been at the heart of this project from the very, very beginning.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Brittany Martin. I have the privilege and honor of leading NARMC's Therapy Services team. I want to thank Sammy and the rest of the administration for allowing my team and I to be visionaries, doers, and dreamers. Josh Bright, thank you for your mentorship for the last 7 years and giving me the confidence and space to ask curious questions. One of the many lessons I've learned from Josh is hiring people that are smarter and better at things than I am and just getting out of their way. And as Sammy says, just remove the barriers. He taught me when you do good things for the right reasons, greatness happens. Thank you so much. I would like to start with heartfelt gratitude to Kyle, Evat, and Kiwanis for trusting us to bring the vision to life and bringing greatness to our community. I want to thank our own physical therapist, Dalton Smith, for initiating those conversations. With Kiwanis' support, it allowed us to invest in specialized play therapy equipment and our incredible therapy-inspired mural, as well as major renovations such as the privacy window tent and the special gym floor that makes this space welcoming, safe, and functional for kids. I want to thank Mary Burleson as Mary B. Murals for the amazing mural and artwork. Mary donated significant additional time to ensure the space came to life. She truly took this project to heart and gave it a personal touch. Thank you so much, Mary. She's over there in the corner.
I want to thank North Arkansas Medical Foundation for helping to inspire individual donations through community events like Cocoa for a Cause. I want to thank Matt Miller of Miller Hardware for donating all of the lumber for this project. That was a huge piece, and without that donation, we wouldn't have been able to purchase the equipment and other resources we need to provide great care. I want to thank Corey Estes at Ace Hardware for donating all of the paint for the project, including the mural. I want to thank Mike Bartlett. Mike? He poured his heart and soul into this project, and I'm so grateful to him for building us this fantastic gym. I want to thank our construction team, marketing team, materials management, environmental services for your patience, especially with me, and for helping bring everything together. Our vision for therapy services here at NARMC was to be able to treat the whole family. This project meant more than just something that looks really cool or something really neat to look at or to have. This project meant changing young lives for the better. Our new space allows us to treat the whole child with a truly individualized approach. It allows children to receive the input they desire, such as spinning, jumping, crashing, or the pressure that they need. It allows children to get stronger, improve coordination and balance, and have improved body awareness to be safe and progress towards developmental milestones. We have our gym that is full of different activities that foster movement, functional exercise, and sensory input that may be more stimulating. We also have our smaller room for children that need more of a soothing atmosphere with gentle lighting, calming sounds, and visual and tactile experiences. We call that space the under the sea room. So when you go to these spaces, you'll know which one I'm talking about. Every child is unique, and with creating these environments, we are able to comprehensively treat a wide range of childhood conditions. I've given you lots of the technical side of therapy. Those are probably some big words, but let me just kind of break it down for you. It's really about the victories to get for kiddos to get the help that they need, like being able to run and play with their peers, being able to start kindergarten on time, being able to express verbally or non-verbally their wants and needs to their parents, being able to tell their parents that they love them for the first time. It may mean accepting a hug and not running away, or eating a more normal diet by decreasing aversions to various food textures. I could give a ton of examples, and I don't need to because I'll just start crying. But what I want to do is welcome two of our therapists up here and tell you some stories. So Natalie Mertz, she's one of our speech-language pathologists. She specializes in pediatrics as well as splits her time performing neurodevelopmental testing with Dr. Little at our pediatrics clinic. And Kayla Tyler is also one of our speech-language pathologists. She specializes in pediatrics and is soon to be a certified lactation consultant. So, ladies, I'd like to invite you up here. Like she said, my name is Natalie. I'm a speech therapist here. And the story that I wanted to tell, one that's a little bit more recent that stood out to me, is about a nonverbal little boy that I've been seeing for a little while. And one of the things we were working on, we'd go out to the waiting room, we'd see his dad, and we would practice, daddy or hi daddy, something like that. And he had not imitated it yet in therapy. But one week, his mom reached out to me and let me know that he ran to the front door when his dad got home from work, which he always did. And then he smiled really big, which he always did. But for the first time, he screamed, "Daddy," when he got up to the door, and everybody was in tears. They were so excited. And just as a speech therapist, but also as a mom, I just know the importance of hearing those words for the first time. When you hear mom or dad, or like Brittany said, when you hear I love you. And that, along with many, many other amazing, impactful stories are happening here and will continue to happen. So we're just really excited for this expansion and all the new stories that we'll be able to hear and tell. And this is Kayla.
As you can tell, we're very passionate about what we do here. I'll try not to get choked up. But this story that I'm about to tell happened very recently, and I feel like it ties in what's sensory, what's regulation. Those are questions that we had several times when we did this. So you can't have communication without regulation. They go hand in hand. And yesterday, I was working with a precious kiddo, and this is just a great story about how important the sensory regulation is. I walked into the treatment session. He was somewhat unsafely crawling on the table, crawling under the table, bumping into walls, just being a little rowdy. And I thought, okay, this is a time that we may need some regulation, some sensory. One of the new things that we purchased were big crash pads. Has anybody ever done the blob at the lakes where you lay and then they shoot you up? Well, we realized very safely that our crash pads kind of do the same thing. And so I was like, this might be a good reason, a good thing to do. So I said, lay down, lay on the crash pad. And I jumped on it, and you should have seen the excitement when he flew up and flew back down to crash and get that good regulation. And he popped back up, smiled at me, and mind you, this kiddo, we have some, he is able to communicate, but it's minimally. We get a, it's stuck, or oh wow, or oh no. But we're still working on that conversational speech. He looked up at me, looked me in the eye, and said, jump. And I did it again, and we did it 20 times. And that's just one instance of, and that was a new purchase. That was what y'all did. That's what y'all donated. And that's one session, one time. Think of how many lives that you're going to touch. He also ran to a peer right after and said, hi. So that is the power of regulation. We go from bumping, jumping, crashing, not really engaging to hi, jump. Let me sit. He cuddled me too. So it's just, y'all are amazing. Thank you for your time, and we will continue to do good work every day. Man, so good. We're so pleased with how everything turned out, how everything came together. Every decision was purpose-driven. Every thought put into this project was focused on the child whose life we have the opportunity to change. And every section or phase of this project was meant with the child in mind. We have the equipment and the resources available to help that child, and I am beyond grateful and proud of that. We also have some of the greatest therapists to foster this growth. You just heard it. I mean, they're brilliant. They have high character, high integrity. They love kids, and they're truly using their God-given talents and abilities to serve our community. So, my team, please come forward. Pediatric team, just raise your hand. These are the folks that you're going to ask questions to. They are the content experts. Natalie Mertz, speech-language pathologist. Kayla Tyler, speech-language pathologist. Edie Horton, occupational therapist. Tatum Gillum, physical therapist. Janice Zerby, physical therapist. As you tour the space, I encourage you to talk to them. They are excited to share the intentionality behind every decision, choice, and how these tools will help children grow and thrive. In our waiting room, you'll also find a short video highlighting the vision and execution of this project, along with stories from parents whose children have been touched by therapy. I encourage everyone to grab a cookie, go in there, take a few minutes. It's about 5 to 10 minutes long. And it really captures why we do what we do. Thank you so much for coming.
And just from the community at large, it's a wonderful facility that we're really looking forward to having here. I think we're ready. So what I'll say is, on 3, I'll say cut that ribbon, make this official. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cut that ribbon.